If you watched Jeff Keighley's gay-ass show, The Summer Games Fest, or anyone who covered it, you might remember there was a game that looked like Assassin's Creed at a glance. I called it Void Creed for obvious reasons, and its creator is just a random dude, the creator of Assassin's Creed himself, and also Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Let me jolt your memory.
1666 has been a monumental and emotional journey. David Lynch once said, the film is the talking. That's how I feel today about the game. Instead of explaining features, I'll simply say this. As of right now, the prologue is free to download on Steam and Epic Game Store.
Well, I was informed that I'd be in for a treat if I tried out the demo they released on Steam. And boy, you guys weren't lying. Holy shit. Well, excuse me, sorry about that. This demo is more like an unholy piece of shit than a holy one. It might be one of the worst demos for a game I've played in my life. In fact, it left me convinced that what I experienced was the demo of a movie rather than a game. So let's say the cringe-worthy name of this game, Amsterdam 1666. Wow, dude, 666. So scary. Well, if that was not enough of a red flag to filter you and you want to know more about this trash, well, don't worry, because I will tell you and show you why you might not want to do it. But first, let's take a look at this studio, Panache Games, a French-Canadian studio. That's red flag number 2. What games have they made? They made that Monkey Simulator game from 7 years ago, initially as an Epic Store exclusive. Red flag number 3. Why was a studio like this, who's only made one game, able to be featured at Jeff's ridiculous show, is for this guy here being featured at the Summer Games Fest? It's like pocket change for him, but that's not an impediment for him to claim this is an independent studio, right? Because they have to get in on the fake indie grift. Then there's the fact this is a full-blown UE5 game. Red flag number 4. It crashed on my PC every time I try to put it on full screen mode because the game's frame rate cap is at 30 FPS only, and I couldn't change it like this. So I thought maybe in full screen I could, but I'll just never know. The game just doesn't work if I do that. Then you take a look at their website, and here are some pictures of the video that plays in the background. Looking at this reminds me of a college campus. You got soy boys, you got lots of women, feminist women with ugly clothes, with their pants up to their chest almost, very feminine. Men, between quotes, a shit ton of them using the man bun hairstyle, typical of cucks and feminized men who lean left. God, imagine how bad it must smell in this building with all the weed these game design graduates smoke in there daily. They got a newsroom or some shit. I bet they even have therapy time in there. This is how you coddle adults. Treat adults like children and they will revert back to children over time, mentally. And the fact none of them had the self-awareness to maybe protest putting out a shitty demo like this on Steam, well, they are delusional. Now on to the demo itself. They played the movie they showed at the Summer Games Fest, and if you thought it was bad, then let me tell you, it gets much worse. There's no game here to be demonstrated in this demo. It's just a walking sim, and a terrible one at that. First thing you do is you walk forward on this linear hallway, press some buttons because this needs to pretend at least it's a demo of a game. Then you walk forward, then you walk forward some more, then you point where the game tells you to point and click. Then a cutscene. Rinse and repeat. That's the formula here. And if it's not obvious enough, yes, this game, it is satanic. It's not like Doom where you're slaughtering demons en masse down in hell. That's based. This game here glorifies Satanism, witchcraft, occultism. The UI is an upside down pentagram. You perform weird ass black magic rituals with blood and goat entrails, and this shit is all glorified like these are your superpowers, your super awesome powers that will let you destroy the oppressive Inquisition or whatever conducted by evil white men, all of whom are persecuting the innocent little women, little witches that have done nothing wrong. It doesn't get more blatant blatant than this. It's disgusting in a way that not even the previous game I reviewed made me feel. Yes, the vending machine game. This will feel even more wrong. It's no good. Now, I know this is just a demo, and I'm sure this is gonna be used as a cope by the midwits, the golems that defend the gaming industry as if they owe it to them. It's just that in this demo, you can infer with 99% accuracy what the full game will be like. This is a prologue, by the way. It's not like PT, a teaser that had nothing to do with what Silent Hills would have become. You can be pretty sure of how lackluster the final product will be. The next part of this movie has you playing a woman in the university's library, and this part is so fucking retarded. All you do is you walk around, talk to this professor, click on things the game tells you to click on, walk around some more, interact with some books and shit. Man, last demo I played was of Luna Abyss, and that actually had you play a fucking video game in it. This here is worse than 007 First Light. You can't jump, you can't run. They almost implemented a run button, but these Canadian devs, I guess, dropped that halfway through development because your Void gives up on running right after you press the run button for some reason. And it runs like shit and looks like shit because it's an over-the-shoulder UE5 excrement game like many of the others I've covered on this channel. It's always the same. They are so fucking lazy, it's unbelievable. But hold that thought. After you walk and interact with random bullshit to unveil a super interesting plot with super interesting and relatable characters, oh, be sure of that. This woman here, she unlocks her hacking Wiccan superpowers and you get to know who her parents are. The professor glazed her father as being this brilliant genius who predicts the future and manipulated the events. He made them meet up in this very room. He predicted all of this. So he must have an IQ of 180 at least, right? Surely this Aaron fella must be some wise old European man, a researcher and a scholar, right? But then you go to the past and you meet your genius of a father, fucking Tyrone. You can't make this shit up, man. Her father is a Tyrone and her mother is a coal-burning witch. How do you make this shit with a straight face, dude? These people have no shame. He has the fucking Zoomer broccoli haircut too, dude. I want to know more. Does he also drink grape soda? Can he hear the ceiling birds? They have no fucking shame and there's no need to expose them because they expose themselves. They don't give a fuck anymore. They'll fail upwards as many times as they want. They have infinite money backing them, so no matter how badly this piece of shit ends up doing on Steam after release or in any other platform, and you can catch a glimpse of what that will look like in a rare display of sanity by Steam reviewers, although it's at a whopping 51% at the time of recording, which is still 51% too high. But they don't give a fuck. They have more money to burn than they have shame, and if their money runs out, they'll just be financed by an investment firm like every shitty fucking fake indie game has been these past few years. Maybe even the Canadian government. I mean, look at this shit. Is this a demo or a fucking prototype? Do you guys even know what the fuck you're doing or what you want this game to be? Here's Tyrone walking with his Blair Witch bitch, eating people as he walks through them, appreciating all the clones these lazy ass developers shat out in UE5's meta-human feature. They have like 4 different human models only and they copy-pasted them everywhere and they didn't even fucking bother to make proper animations for them. I mean, look at these animations, dude. What the fuck is this? I spent like 5 minutes just appreciating how stupid this demo is. It's demonstrating only that this will be another fake game like Mind's Eye and that shitty medieval lesbian simulator 1348 Ex Voto or whatever it was called. Look at these fucking animations, man. The Unreal Engine is a blight on the gaming industry, and in any other world aside from our own clown world, gamers with self-respect left would this guy by the hair, which he has not much of left, in Minecraft, and the shit out of him in Roblox. I mean his character in Minecraft, of course, only as a joke as well. So yeah, curse Unreal Engine and curse Vishnu too, the cow poo poo god of Indians who cursed the world with UE5. It's their favorite thing ever, after call center scams. And don't forget, there's UE6 to come out someday, and it will be even worse with AI slop features to make it even more brain dead to operate, and the games it'll produce even more shit than the UE5 garbage we got used to, allegedly. And speaking of AI, people are mad the devs got caught using AI in this demo and they admitted it. I don't know, this text here sounds a lot like feigned ignorance. Well, we were caught. Now we're going to replace the assets. Oh, sure. You'll hire some Indians to produce and replace all the AI assets, right? Surely that will turn this dog water into wine, man. Surely, dude. It feels like a smokescreen, even. As if AI was the biggest and only problem with this, and everything else is fine. This demo is wrong. It's an anomaly that shouldn't exist in every level, not just because they used AI to make it. Well, next you make your way up to your hotel room where your bitch of a witch girlfriend prepared some fucked up shit with mirrors to perform a satanic ritual. Tyrone, the esteemed father of the main character, is like, "Shit, man, I do like where this be going, cuh. Like, shit, I finna get some pussy tonight, dog." Motherfucker's brain doesn't even realize he's been hexed by this witch, who we're supposed to think is a total badass, by the way, very powerful and stunning. She comes out of the bathroom naked, and we get a full-blown satanic sex ritual scene. This demo and the game it represents are utterly depraved in every sense of the word. This isn't even shocking or edgy anymore, it's just deplorable. That these French-Canadian cuckolds animated this sex scene with this demonic framing with a straight face as if it's normal and acceptable is the most terrifying thing about all of this. There are real people out there, although it's questionable if they're even people anymore, that think this is awesome. Let that sink in. Then our domesticated brother from the hood literally becomes a house pet. He incarnates in a fucking cat in 1665, tying in with the earlier scene in the woods. It checks out that the specimens who made this product, between quotes, are also quirky redditors who love the hecking catarinos. So we get to play as a cat in these retarded segments in the full game. Oh, how riveting. So they ripped off from that cat game Stray by Annapurna down to the very controls, dude. Jump when the prompt tells you to jump, and snap to the preset place it wanted you to go. Wow, so much platforming, I'm speechless. What a video game this Satanist's wet dream is. Bravo, a round of applause. And the worst part is, after you do some pseudo gameplay, pseudo platforming as a cat, the demo ends before you get to any actual gameplay, if there will even be any. You get to look at what the gameplay might look like in the final product with combat and shit. Why didn't they put this in the demo? Even the Luna Abyss devs were competent enough to put two different segments of gameplay in their demo. And the studio led by a veteran who made the best Assassin's Creed games was not wise enough to put any fucking gameplay in their only demo of this game. Oh boy, 1 hour of my life wasted experiencing this absolute, unapologetic, unashamed fecal matter of a demo. The gaming industry needs to crash and burn. Jeff Keighley needs to dishonorably retire so he stops enabling this sort of behavior from developers. Because between this and Highguard, man, so many gems. So many fucking gems he chooses to feature there. This does wonders to the gaming scene, man. You have to thank him. Like, I felt more cursed controlling Tyrone Dwayne's here, his cat persona, after he was raped by a literal witch and his soul sucked out of his body, than listening to all the chants and putrid satanic visuals the demo shoved in my face and ears. Something tells me that this game will be a worse humiliation ritual than KCD2, 007, First Light, Crimson Desert, and Ex Voto combined. But we'll have to wait and see. There's a very slim chance that the actual gameplay they didn't include in this demo will not be as bad as the liquid diarrhea this demo demonstrated. This demo thoroughly dissuaded me from ever wanting to touch the final product. But to be honest, it could make for a funny video. And that's it, gentlemen. Is this gonna flop? Most likely. On the off chance it doesn't, anyone with a soul should not play the full version of this dog crap. Some Reddit atheists might not believe in God and the devil, but these vile corporations surely do, and they're making it blatantly obvious now. Holy fuck. They don't fear showing what they truly believe in anymore. Maybe they still do, a little, in the US, but in New India, they don't, and the slippery slope is not a fallacy. Also, something tells me that being in Jeff's show is more important to these developers than listening to negative Steam reviews. I don't expect the final product to be much of an improvement. Dude, aren't you tired of fake games? Aren't you tired of pretending to like this shit just so you don't risk, oh how scary, being frowned upon? How many years of humiliation will it take anymore, huh? But yeah, don't play this stupid demo if you don't want to be hexed. I'm planning on getting an exorcism done on myself and my PC after playing this. I don't give a fuck. It's always good to be reminded of how extremely deranged the gaming industry is. I'll never let myself forget what they've done to my hobby. So yeah, thanks for watching. The streams will return. Bye.